evening, everyone. My name is Elliot, and I am here today to talk to you about FutureSight AR. Yeah, so if you thought this was going to be a pitch about a fashion startup, brace yourself, because it's not happening tonight. This photo was taken when I was fresh out of grad school, and I was on my first job in Australia. I was there for the construction and startup of a $36 billion liquefied natural gas plant. My team and I were responsible for verifying, testing, and starting up all 260,000 pieces of equipment on site. We then had to document those tests so that we could prove our job was done and get paid. If that's hard to imagine, this is what 260,000 plus pieces of equipment looks like. That smudge in the circle is a Toyota pickup for scale. At the time, the only way we could ensure that all of that equipment worked was with pen and paper. This is a simple valve inspection. So first, your supervisor tells you, hey, go out there and inspect this valve. So you get your clipboard and you go and collect all of your drawings, your isometrics, your check sheets, your data sheets, maybe even a permit. When you're out there at the valve, if something you're looking at doesn't match what's on your drawings, you have to take out a red pen, mark it up on the paper, and then give it to an engineer. If you finally manage to do your work, you have to fill out yet more paperwork and give that to your supervisor to sign. A single installation or inspection can take 10 hours. And when you multiply that by 260,000 pieces of equipment, you have a big productivity problem. Exactly how big of a productivity problem borders on unbelievable. Similar industries like manufacturing have continuously improved their productivity with technology over time. And if construction could catch up to manufacturing's productivity levels, it would add $1.6 trillion a year in value to the sector. That's enough cash to buy Facebook and Amazon. Construction companies are aware of this, and they are looking for ways to close that productivity gap that similar industries have solved with technological advances, automation, and digitization. To help close that gap, we at FutureSight AR built a mobile-based productivity app for construction workers in the field. We took all of those physical resources off the clipboard and put them into the cloud. We digitized them into a library and then built an AR application on top. This all resides on a mobile phone or tablet. So now, instead of telling people how to do their job, we can show people how to do their job. We took that 10-hour day and turned it into a 3-hour day. This is what it looks like with FutureSight AR. First, a field technician picks up their phone and points it at the equipment they're working on. Our image recognition reads the scene and pulls up the relevant information. In this case, it's for a pressure transmitter, and it overlays that information on top. In this real-life example, you can see the actual instrument in the center, the AR model with a blue arrow on the right, the text instructions in the top left, and a next button to progress in the bottom left. The oil and gas construction market is huge. In 2017, it hit $12 trillion. That market is segmented into 3 areas. We have the super majors, which are companies that do more than $1 billion in revenue a year. We have the boutique firms that do less than $10 million a year. And then we have the medium-sized enterprises that do 10 to hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue a year. We are specifically targeting these medium-sized enterprises. There are about 400 of them in the United States alone. In 2017, they executed about 1,000 projects and will continue to do that, and then they employ around 2 million people. To verify that this would work as well as we thought it would, we ran a beta on a live construction site in California. We gave a crew of 24 people the app to use over 30 days. It came preloaded with 4 instructions, and we used a diverse sample group with people from different ages, technical proficiency backgrounds, and education. Over that month, we learned that workers loved the app. Even though it was bare bones, many wanted to download it or keep a copy for themselves. We also learned that having an intuitive UI UX that did not require training was critical, and having off-the-shelf content on the back end gave people confidence in the software. I'd like to introduce the founding team behind FutureSight. I'm the CEO and Engineering Construction Industry Insider. I've worked on large-scale construction projects around the world, and I am intimately familiar with the problem we're solving. Veena Somareddy is our CTO. Veena has built multiple AR/VR apps and filed for several patents. She also literally teaches the Google AR course on Coursera. Sophia Lazaro is our Chief Product Officer. Sophia has built and launched multiple e-commerce platforms that handle high-volume customer interaction, and she has also managed partnerships with large-scale enterprises. So thank you for your attention and your time tonight. I hope you have a wonderful evening.